Elon Musk tweet wipes 15 billion off Netflix value. The billionaire has taken issue with a children's show featuring a transgender character and urges followers to cancel subscriptions. To which I'd say, okay, look, I understand where Elon Musk is coming from. I get it, but at the same time too, and I'm not for cancel culture. I'm really not. I'm really not. So, and one way to end a show is, hey, people are not viewing it. Okay, that's how shows die. If it doesn't have an audience, then it dies on the vine. So, U.S. streaming giant Netflix has lost about 15 billion in market value after Elon Musk accused the platform of woke bias. The wokeness has been defeated. It's somewhat still around, but it's never going to have the strength that it had in the last 8 years during its peak, and urged his followers to cancel subscriptions. Netflix share fell by 4.3%. They'll recover in a midday and half to 1,140 by midday Thursday, cutting its market cap to 483 billion from 498 billion on Wednesday. Trading data showed the drop came after Musk called on users to boycott Netflix over an animated show, Dead End Paranormal Park, which features a transgender character. Although canceled in 2023 after 2 seasons, the show remains available on the platform with a TV-wide 7 rating for children 7 and older. So, Elon, the show's like, it's over. It's gone, which means it's not going to get, you brought more attention to it. Come on, Elon. All right.
Well, here's the thing you got to remember. Elon's going to stay with this. It's not, this is the opening salvo. This is not the final thing. He's now he's already talked about trying to make a competitor to Netflix. I mean, we'll see what happens, but I think that if we think that the story is just going to end here, if it does, then this isn't even relevant. But I think that the big thing is that this is the start of something, because he did a thing, it got a lot of public support, and it affected their stock price. So what's he going to do? He's going to do the thing again. It's how he operates.
All right, and just to be clear, 5x5. Can you guys hear me? 5x5. Audio.
I hear you fine.
Okay, yeah. People are saying I'm coming in like a robot or I'm underwater.
Well, that's normal because I'm actually no. Never mind. It's not your normal state. I take that back. It's not slipping through at all.
Okay, 4x3. Choppy sound, guys. Taxi Graveyard Music saying 5x5. All right, breaking up. We can hear you, but it sounds clippy.
Is it both of us or just Kit?
We'll see. Maybe it's a censorship. Who knows?
Well, if it's just you, okay, both of us. So that's probably a StreamYard thing then, because I can hear Kit just fine.
Okay.
So it's probably StreamYard.
All right, we will push through nonetheless. So this will be the final story then. Musk's campaign began on Tuesday when he reposted a clip on X showing one of the show's character identifying as transgender. And Paranormal Park, a show on Netflix, is pushing pro-transgender on children. This show is advertised as 7-year-olds. It's not okay. LGBTQ plus propaganda. Cancel Netflix for the health of your kids. Transgender propaganda isn't just quietly lurking in the background on Netflix. They're actively pushing it on users. So Musk, as we all know, has railed against wokeism and LGBTQ plus messaging, especially with his estrangement to his child, Vivian Wilson, who has openly criticized the billionaire for his alleged anti-trans vendetta. All right, so the close is that Netflix lost billions of dollars in this, and as someone who watches a lot of StreamYard content, not StreamYard, but streaming content. This is a good check to Netflix, but for a 2023 program that's only had 2 seasons is now canceled. Okay, I mean it's like a lot of this kind of content has been now proven that it's not really gaining a lot of ground, and viewers aren't watching it, and Hollywood and where it's at right now, especially during the last 8 years. There's going to be a big change, and Hollywood's deep in the red. Like everything they were pushing those last 8 years has not doubled their interest. It's led them into a financial hole. Daniel.
I think Robert Morrison has a perfect summary. Netflix survived Cuties. It'll survive this.
Yeah.
I think that's basically it.
Yeah. And another thing too, as looking at the program for Netflix, it'll rebound. Something else will capture Elon Musk's attention. Netflix will rebound because, after all, there's a lot of great shows on Netflix. #Hey Netflix. Give me that $1 billion deal. Give me that $1 billion deal, Netflix. Why not? But okay, it's a fight between Elon Musk, and he was able to get $15 billion off of Netflix value. A part of me wants to think that he's going to try and buy in on Netflix and be part of the board of directors or something like that, or a shareholder, because that's how this game is played. I've seen it done before. I think, Daniel, you've seen it before. Anything else you want to add on to this?
No, it's this story only really has relevance if something happens with it, but it might actually have something happen with it. So if something does develop, it's good that we covered this story because we saw it when it started, and this might turn into something rather big. Like Elon has made a new company called MacroHard, which is there to mirror Microsoft using AI. So would it shock me if this is the opening salvo of, what would it be, like Wire Poke? I don't know. What's the opposite of Netflix?
I don't know. Netflix started off as DVDs, man. That's what I remember. Netflix started off as DVDs and all that other good jazz. But
the internet is a series of tubes.
It is. And you know what I think? Here, I'm probably wrong on this, but I believe that this is a way for maybe Elon to become a shareholder onto Netflix. And if he does, hey, I called it, so somebody pick up that phone because I freaking called it. There you go. All right. There we go. All right. I think that's about it. And it's me, Sarah P. I miss Blockbuster so much. But yeah,
here's a question.
Blockbuster could have caught them in an alternate universe.
Here's a question for everyone. Do we miss Blockbuster or do we miss the idea of Blockbuster?
You know what? I'm going to speak for myself here on this one. I remember when I was a kid, happier days. My grandpa would drive me and my mom to the local Blockbuster to pick up movies, and it was a big deal. Like, you at least had to dress a little nice to go into Blockbuster, okay? I'm just speaking from I've seen people dress all raggedy in there, but it's like, oh, like you're going there to pick up movies. Like, this is when, like, people were so into movie theaters before the internet theater system was set up, and it was like a big deal because you were picking out all these movies and everything else, and it was so much fun, and you're like, oh, look at this new movie. You would really look around. Yeah, and then you might run into your friends, be like, hey, man, you can see that latest action movie, or look at this right here. We're going to watch this. Like, whoa. I miss that.
So it's the idea of Blockbuster that you miss.
Yeah. I miss it. Or either that. I know this one right here. This was pretty big. Hold on. Where was it? I loved going out to looking for movies. Yes. We don't miss late fees. We don't miss late fees at all.
Be kind. Please rewind.
I miss the little neighborhood video store with a special room behind the black curtain. What's behind the black curtain, Pinkus? What do you want to tell us? What's in the box? What's in the box? And see, Lady Alex says, I have frequented that room. Well, what's in the room, Lady Alex? This is a family-friendly channel. Why don't you type in the live stream chat what was in that room behind the black curtain? I always wondered what's there. And Trans Gemini, you're going to talk about the back rooms of Blockbusters, Kit? Well, I know. Like when I was in high school, sometimes you would see somewhat adult material videos there, like Luscious Lola or Dinosaur Island, which, if I have to be creative here, I'll probably be canceled by YouTube. But go ahead and Google them if you want. But for those that know, I better not get any comments like, Kit, how do you know about those movies? Wasn't your family keeping an eye on you? And the answer is yes. I was a good boy. I was a good kid. I always was a good kid.
That's literally, you're just playing the archetype right now.
I always was a good kid. All right. There you go.